still remember what happened in the first part of the story? Let's recap the story. Tiny the mouse was in the forest looking for food when he found a mango. While trying to lift up the mango, a hungry snake saw him and tried to trick him in order to eat him. At that moment, Leo the lion just happened to come upon them. Leo decided to help Tiny from the snake. The story ended with Leo having picked up Tiny and the mango, and Tiny terrified of being eaten by Leo. So, are you ready for Tiny and Leo part 2? By the end of this video, I'm sure you can read and understand the story by answering the comprehension questions.
Story time. Tiny and Leo. Part 2. 1. Did Tiny help Leo? Listen and read.
Please don't eat me,
said Tiny.
I'm not going to eat you, little mouse,
Leo said. Leo carried Tiny and his mango home.
Thank you for helping me. I'm going to help you too one day,
said Tiny, and he waved goodbye to Leo.
How can the smallest mouse in the forest help me?
Leo said as he walked away. The next day was the lion race. Leo ran in the race and won. He was the fastest lion in the forest and the new champion. After the race, Leo was very thirsty, so he went to the river to drink some water. 2 lion hunters were behind a big tree.
That's the fastest lion in the forest and the most difficult to catch. I'm going to catch it with this net,
said one of the hunters. The hunters tied the net to the tree and left. Leo was very tired. He walked to the big tree to rest. Leo didn't see the hunter's net. He got caught in it.
Help! Help!
He shouted. Tiny heard Leo shouting and ran to help. Tiny saw Leo in the net.
I'm small, but I can help you. I'm very good at climbing.
Tiny climbed to the top of the net and cut the rope with his teeth. Leo was free.
Thank you,
Leo said, and the 2 best friends walked into the forest.
So, do you understand the story? Let's talk about what happens. In frame 1, Tiny begs Leo not to eat him. Leo doesn't eat Tiny. Instead, he helps him by taking him and his mango home. Tiny promises to return the favor someday. Frame 2. The next day, Leo is announced champion of the lion races. Thirsty as he is after the race, Leo decides to go to a nearby river for a drink. Frame 3. As Leo drinks from the river, 2 hunters see Leo and they decide to set a trap to catch him. Frame 4. As Leo walks to a tree to rest, the hunter's net falls on him and he gets caught in it. Leo is shouting for help when Tiny hears him and runs to help. Frame 5. Tiny is good at climbing. He climbs up the tree and chews the rope the net is hanging from to free Leo. And finally, frame 6. Leo thanks Tiny and the 2 friends go off into the forest together. Now the value of the story that you learn is no act of kindness, no matter small, is ever wasted. It doesn't matter whether you do a small or big act of kindness, the important thing is it is never a waste of time. Before you answer the comprehension questions, let's find the past simple of the verbs given from the story. Example of past simple verb, Fall becomes fell. You can press pause while you find the answers. Search the past simple of these verbs from the text. Carry, walk, climb, catch, go, leave, and run. These are the answers for the past simple verbs from the story. Carry becomes carried, walk becomes walked, climb becomes climbed, catch becomes caught, go becomes went, leave becomes left, and run becomes ran. Now it's time for you to check on your understanding. To answer the comprehension questions, just click on the link in the description below. The end. Thank you, see you, and goodbye. See you in the next lesson.